Hey everybody, it's me, the F-Bomb from Backline EQ, and I'm back at Jules this weekend on a Friday night, a cool Friday night as a matter of fact, because they're playing a rock band once again. I'm here with the lead singer from Locos, excuse me. His name is Anthony.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
Anthony G. And I'm just going to take a few minutes and talk with you because, I like the singers the best.
Oh yeah,
So,
good taste. I like that.
So tell me something, Anthony. Are you the primary song picker for the set list, or do you kind of go by a vote?
So when I make up the set list, I generally run it by the guys. I make it up first, like based on what I think will work best for a particular venue, and then I'll run it by them and see if they want to do any changes. But yeah, I basically put that together.
So you don't pick songs according to your vocal,
Absolutely, I do. Yeah, because I mean, doing these
You're the
4,
boss.
yeah, I mean, and doing 4-hour shows, and I mean, it ends up being 3 sets with like small breaks in between, so I have to like kind of feel it out as I go. And
Yeah.
even like our set lists are more of a guideline for us.
Yes.
And so we might come up on a song and I'm like, I'm feeling a little winded, and I'm like, let's save this one for later. I mean, you know how that goes.
Yes, exactly.
So, yep.
So is this the genre that you started in, or is this because I know you've been singing for a long time.
Yeah.
So is this the genre that you've primarily sang in, or have you done other things as
I
well?
would say hard rock would be mostly what I've been involved with. I did original music starting out for like 20 years.
Did you?
Yeah, and I did kind of like a cover band hybrid with original music because
Sure.
a lot of bands do
Well,
that
you got to
kind of
spoon
thing.
feed the originals.
Exactly.
To people,
Yeah.
yes.
So I did that for a while, when I was younger. But yeah, it was mostly hard rock. I did get into a metal band at one point, which was how I developed my screaming abilities.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which it was completely new to me. A friend asked me like, "Hey, I know you can sing really well, but this is screaming, and we want some singing in there, but mostly screaming." I'm like, I'll give it a try, but I'm like, I never did it before, and a lot of people don't understand how much practice and ability it takes to do that. They think it's screaming. It doesn't. A lot of people don't respect that vocal style.
I understand completely.
I mean, it really takes a lot of practice and honing in your vocal cords to get it just right, and so you don't blow out
so
your
you don't
voice,
blow them out, sure.
which is the most important thing, because
Yeah.
it's easy to do when you're pushing that hard.
Absolutely.
But I started doing it, and of course, at first, I'm just trying to like, put it out there. And the first practice, I'm done. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to work on that." But I just kept going week after week, and eventually it just got easier, and now it's just something that naturally comes to me, and I could do a full night of that. So
is that right? Well, congrats to you.
Well, I'm in an original band on the side that is metal and doing exactly that.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about that? Because this program, this channel, is dedicated to those of us in Northeast Ohio, primarily, of all genres. It doesn't matter if you're a cover, original, folk. It doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
The community in Northeast Ohio has a tendency to be very tight, and we all kind of pass crafts and things like that. One hand usually washes the other in some way.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the original project I'm doing is called Conspiracy 216, and it's metalcore type of project. A lot of screams. We are trying to mix in some of the melodic stuff and singing with it as well, but it is a heavy band, which I'm excited because it's in contrast to what I do with Locos.
Okay.
Which is, we do anything from alternative up to hard rock and maybe a little bit of metal, but
sure,
it allows me to do something that I don't get to do as much with this band.
Now, does that band play irregularly, or do you have like this is the once a month we're playing, and this is how this has
right?
to go?
So the band itself is really new, and I just joined it a month ago, and I've already recorded 3 original songs with them, but I haven't played a show with them yet.
Okay.
I think May 30th is our first show.
Yeah, and where will that be?
That actually have to ask my guitarist. As embarrassing as that is to say, he's running that, and like I said, I just joined, so he kind of has the schedule worked out. But they're putting together a festival, and that much I know, but I still haven't gotten all the details on it and everything. But the other thing is, right now, we are not a full lineup.
Oh.
And so it was a full lineup, and then there were some changes. So right now we have a drummer, a guitarist, and me.
Okay.
And so we want to get a bassist and another guitarist.
Gotcha.
So we have a lot of people that we're working with to try to get the lineup filled out. We want to find that right fit. So
sure, absolutely.
we know it's going to happen soon. So if we can't get everything completed to where we want by that 30th show, we do have a fill-in bassist that can at least get us through, that.
Oh, nice, nice.
So yeah, I mean,
the metal community seems to be pretty tight, from my understanding. I've not been in a metal band. My experience is more of what you guys are doing,
sure,
and a little bit of original stuff in the past as well. So, but just from what I glean from the people that I know in metal bands, it's a great community to be in. A lot of times you're stacking, the bill with multiple bands, so you kind of have to be friends with one another at some point in time, right?
Well, I've always believed in networking. I believe all bands should try to work together and help each other out, because honestly, like, some bands get into pissing matches with each other, and we're better than you, and blah blah. Like, who gives a crap, man?
Yeah.
Like, we're all in the local scene, we should be helping each other out. There's plenty to go around for everybody. And
that's right.
It's just so much nicer when we can all get along and have fun.
Agreed. So I totally agree with you.
And I do that a lot with Locos too. I mean, we all do. I mean, we network with other bands, like the singer for Hair Nation's here tonight. We're really good pals with them.
Yeah.
And we try to get out and see other bands whenever we're not playing. It's
kind of an unusual night too. Fridays doesn't seem to be there was a time when you could go see a band like 5 nights a week easily. And now it's almost Saturday, maybe a Friday here and there, but it seems like mostly Saturday. So it's nice to see another member coming out and
right. Yeah, Saturday is like the prime night. Friday, I mean, we've had some really great Friday shows, and we play at Geneva on the Lake quite a bit, which is a stone's throw from here. And we've played many Friday shows that are just packed and amazing.
That's great. That's great there.
Any gig is hit or miss.
Yes, it is. You never know what's going on up the street, or just bad weather could be enough to make people.
That's a huge part of it,
especially up in this region here. I mean, you never know what you're going to get up here. So you'll be at Geneva on the Lake sometime soon, though. Is that correct? Is that when the season kicks off, or will you be there before?
Well, we've already performed at the Cove twice this year.
Oh, all right.
And I don't think we're back there again until the summer months.
Yeah.
So we got maybe like a month or two before we're back. And we are playing there twice at Thunder on the Strip this year.
Nice.
So Friday and Saturday night. So that's going to be a lot.
That's going to be a good time. That's going to be a good time. I see you have a mischievous bass player, which is always a good time. I'm just saying. And he plays with straw as well. So.
You got a camera on both sides.
Yeah, we see it. Oh boy, yeah, we see it.
Now, when you're picking songs, do you find yourself going, you know what? I've seen so many bands play this song.
100%.
I don't want to be that, because I know I did that. And as a matter of fact, I saw you guys' set list. I'm like, you're kidding me? They play Lakini's Juice. We were the only ones that played Lakini's Juice. And when I saw that, I thought, holy shit, or Chevelle. Not very many bands will play Chevelle, So, and we would do that, and I thought, oh my gosh. But I was always trying to pick songs that weren't on everybody's set list.
100%.
Yeah.
And so in the last couple of years, the 90s, 2000s rock genre has exploded in the Cleveland scene.
Yeah.
So it's, how do you separate yourself from every other band that's playing around the block?
Yep, agreed.
And so 2025, especially for us, has become the year of, what can we play that's popular that nobody else is playing?
Yeah.
And so we've added a bunch of new songs that we feel aren't being played, that are very popular with the crowds, that they're like, oh my God, somebody's finally playing it.
Yeah.
We've even played Nickelback, which we don't have a problem. Like, I don't mind Nickelback, but they do have a certain stigma attached to them.
They do.
However, because of that, nobody plays them, and there are fans.
That's true, and you're right about that. And the reason I steered clear of Nickelback was because the lyrics were like 3 pages long for once.
Right.
I was like, I am never going to remember this many lyrics.
Yeah. So we're trying to add fun stuff that's going to reach the crowd and make them feel like they're getting a different experience.
Yeah. If people come out to see bands to brush off the work week, get rid of the bullshit that they have to deal with. And it's just a great way to, not just for the audience, but the bands too. I mean, we work too, So when you get off the stage and you've got that good feedback from the
nothing like it.
Yeah, it's great. So tell me a little bit about how you prepare vocally for a night. Since are you the only vocalist, or does anybody share with you?
They do. So the guitarist, actually everybody in the band does backing vocals to some degree. My guitarist does the most backing vocals of anybody, which she does a really great job of it. For me, vocally, how I prepare, I generally I know the songs by heart, but it's just like something for me where I have to run the set before, just to have that peace of mind that I'm not going to go up there and be like, oh man, I should have listened to that one time. And so I'll sit at home usually earlier in the day before a gig and just sit there and sing along to the songs and go through the whole set. And if I get to one, I'm like, oh, this is an easier one, I'll just skip past it, because it is a long set. But yeah, that's typically how I do it. And sometimes when I'm riding alone to gigs, I'll sing in the vehicle on the way here. And
So you don't have any real? Do you have a real technique though that you use to warm up? You just singing?
no, I don't really do any like I've taken some vocal training and things like that, but because of the style of music, I find that for me, it really doesn't impact me that much.
Okay.
Honestly, I use the first set of our night to really warm up into it.
Yeah, sure.
And we ease into the set. We don't usually come out guns
Guns
a-blazing
blazing.
unless we start a gig and the house is packed.
Yes, exactly.
You know, then it's like all bets are off.
Yeah, yeah, there has to be some flexibility there. You know, you might have a set list that you're kind of staunch upon, but then you're like, that one's we're gonna wait on that one. I totally get what you're saying.
Yep.
Anthony, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes with me on the
I
mic
appreciate
with
you.
Anthony Gonzalez from Four Locos. We're going to take a moment and talk to the rest of the band as well as Anthony. It's a little round robin, if you will. So stick around, stick with me here on Backline EQ, and I'll be right back.